Okay, so back to AACI. And so I came to AACI a year later with all of this background. And Allan, he always thought I had to be kind of controlled or in the background or not, because of my radicalism. Because I was pretty, I was outside, really, even though I was a McGovern delegate. I mean, we were agitated. There were 18-year-olds who were delegates, who were, and the more conservative people did not go for McGovern. There were several other people, who were candidates. You remember Tunney, last name Tunney? Mm-hmm. He was one. But anyway, back to Allan. So, but he wanted me to do all this, and then when it came, I could say this, when it came to making a speech before I guess it would be the Human Relations Council. It was about Eveil Younger.
Yes.
He asked Allan Chin to make the presentation. And after Allan Chin was on the agenda to speak. Al Chin? Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's a very established, great guy. I interviewed him for the, Profiles in Excellence, and he had an engineer, a tech company. He developed things like, eradicating food. He was really a cool guy, but he had a reputation of, being, let's say, a pillar of the community, I guess, of the Chinese community. So his name was, Allan said, I want you to speak on this case. And then I go and I see on the agenda to speak, there's Al Chin. I go, oh. And then Al said, I will yield my time to you. So Allan Chin goes up there and he goes, yes, now I'd like to yield my time to Connie Young Yu. And then I had my thing. Then I gave my speech and, everything I know from CAA about how this is such a racist, such a Chinese are being targeted, and it's a great injustice, and it violates civil rights. And then afterwards, of course, they vote. And then when I'm walking to my car, and this is in the parking lot in the city hall or whatever it was, Allan C. comes up to me and goes, oh, I just want to confess something to you. I had, Al speak first, and his name on the agenda because of your connection with the peace union, the peace movement. And I thought, this would look better. And I thought, you dirty rat, you telling me this? You could at least kept it quiet. I thought, well, that's kind of fine. I like Al, So I didn't think very well of that. I didn't feel very good after that. And another time, this was when Nixon was, the impeachment for Nixon, there was a big rally at Lytton Plaza, and who would be invited to speak but Allan C. And he was, and they had this Palo Alto, this very liberal, they're going to speak up for impeachment. And then Allan calls me and goes, Connie, will you write the speech for me? I said, no, I'm not going to. And he goes, oh, come on. And then he said, I'm not going, and I kind of want to be a joke about it. And I said, and he goes, oh, and he said something like, you dirty rat. But he didn't say it in a bad way. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to do it because I want AACI to look good. And I did it. And I said, I had some really dramatic things that didn't sound like Allan at all. I said something like being at the barricades. I said, we've been at the barricades. And I thought, he's never been in no barricade. No, but symbolically, yes. And I mentioned barrios, things that I did for the McGovern campaign about people,